This is the Volvo XC90 and it's one of Sweden's most popular exports, along with some other familiar ones that we probably all recognise. So this is a traditional Swedish vehicle in the way that it's effortless in its design. This one is actually the R design model, and so you get some sporty trinkets such as wheel arch extensions. This one's also riding on upgraded 22-inch alloy wheels. I mean, look at them. They're absolutely blooming massive, though they do add to the cost. Now, if you want to know the latest prices on the XC90, click up there to go to carwow.co.uk. You'll also be able to compare offers on this car from dealers without having to haggle. Now, you don't necessarily need to upgrade to this sporty R design version, because while it does add some extra things inside, such as these sporty seats and digital dials, the entry-level Momentum actually has all you really need. You've got things like all-round parking sensors, you get 19-inch alloy wheels, you also get DAB digital radio, there's Bluetooth connectivity, you've got leather, you've got heated front seats, and the driver's seat is electrically operated as well, and you also get this lovely iPad-style touchscreen as standard right across the range, and it includes satellite navigation. It's pretty easy to use, and you can control most of the car's functions through it. I don't think the system is quite as slick as that you'll find in an Audi Q7, but it's not bad at all. I do, like I said, I like it. Now, if you click up there, you can see my full in-depth video review of the infotainment system and have a look around this car's cabin. Also, you can upgrade the sound system. Now, the standard one is easily good enough, but this has the Bowers & Wilkins system, and it's epic. You can change the sound of it between studio, individual stage, or Gothenburg concert hall, which is what I have at the moment. It's amazing, the sound quality in this car. And that brings me on to the actual quality itself. So yeah, this feels like a premium product inside. There are a few plastics which don't feel quite as nice as those in an Audi Q7, but it's not far off. And it's got that minimalist Swedish design to it as well. Plus, it's also very practical. So you've got huge door bins that they can hold a 1.5 litre bottle. You've got big cup holders which can also hold that huge bottle. Under here, there's some more space with a couple of USB inputs there for charging your phones. And the glove box is a decent size as well. And yeah, this is supposed to be a practical family car, and that extends from the front right to the back. So let's go check out the back. Now, Volvo has paid particular attention to the seats in this car. It's made them as thin as possible, and that frees up interior space. And as you can see, look, I've got lots of knee room, lots of headroom, even though this car has got a sunroof. And yeah, look, you can go miles in the back of this car. Plus, you can slide the seats, even the middle one, individually, and recline them all as well to get nice and comfy. So if you want to carry three abreast, you should be warned that this middle seat is quite narrow and it's a bit raised up as well. Plus, you've got a hump in the floor. So yeah, for the piggy in the middle, it's not quite so comfortable as those on the outside, and I don't think that this car is quite as good for carrying three in this middle row as a Land Rover Discovery, but it's not too far off really. And there are a few cool things about this. Look, you can get this Volvo with an optional, look at this little booster seat for children here. That's a really nice feature. There's no one sitting there. You can pull this down and use the armrest or the available cup holders. Now, I bet I know what you're thinking. You want to know what life's like in the very back. So Volvo claims that it's fine for people up to 170 centimetres tall. I'm 179 centimetres, so let's see what it's like for me. I like the fact that it's very easy to get into the back. It's just a simple process to slide this seat forward. And I'm going to climb in. I'm actually going to slide this one out of the way so you can see what's happening. And this one, I'm going to fold it down. There we go. Now, if I pull this back into its position, you'll see that, well, knee room's tight, but yeah, headroom is tighter. But for kids, they'll be fine back here. And there is something I do like about this seating system. They are quite raised from the floor for rearmost seats, so it's not too uncomfortable. You can easily get someone in this seat to move their chair, if you just excuse me, forward a bit, and then you can have a bit more leg room. And there are a few creature comforts back here, so there's some storage there, cup holder there. You've got some more space here, and you've got some air vents as well to keep you nice and cool or warm, depending on the weather. But yeah, it's actually all right in the back here, you know. Kids will be more than happy to get out and check out the boot. As standard, you get an automated tailgate with hands-free opening, but it's a bit unpredictable. So you have to bear with me. Should open at some point with me just doing this. There we go, finally. Thanks for staying with the video. So yeah, look at this, right? All 7 seats in place, and you've still got a decent sized boot. That's as big now, that space, as on some small family hatchbacks, so it's quite impressive. There's no low lip to lift stuff over. Under here, you've got some secret storage area, and under that, if I can just get it up, you have a space saver spare wheel. There's a few features such as hooks there to hang stuff off, and a 12-volt charging socket, which is really handy because then you can actually charge mobile devices of the people in the rearmost row, because there's no USB for them specifically. Now, if I fold down these seats, you are then able to carry a lot more stuff, and then you've got a really big boot area there. If you want to divide stuff up, you can just flip this divider up. There we go. And if you want to carry absolutely loads of stuff, you can't just undo some levers here like you can in some rival cars. You've got to go back here and fold down these seats this way, and then you've got to clamber across to get to this one. There we go. Finally, we're there. But look at this. We're left with a completely flat, low floor. If you want to see more about this car's practicality, click up there to watch my detailed practicality video. You can see just how much stuff I could cram into this car's boot. See how easy it is to fit a child seat. There's only ISOFIX fittings on the 2 outermost middle row of seats. And you can also see what it's like with 3 people in the middle row and someone in the back.
Now though, it's time to hit the road and see what this car's like to drive.
For a big car, the XC90 is much easier to pilot around town than you think. Also, it's surprisingly good in the corners as well. You don't feel like you're rolling about like a boat on a rough sea like you do in some other SUVs. The trade-off though is the suspension is kind of firm. It's not particularly helped, this car, by the fact it's riding on 22-inch rims. So unless you want to use your car for mixing milkshakes, stay with the smaller wheels. Now, you can upgrade to air suspension. Yeah, you still do feel the bumps a bit more than you do in some rival cars. And this is more of a showboater than a proper hardcore off-roading car. Still, you do have 4-wheel drive grip, which is pretty handy. And you get a good view out, of course. This isn't too much of a blind spot just because of your seating position. And the view at the back is pretty good as well. And you can see for yourself by clicking up there to join me for a 360-degree passenger ride video. Now, one of the things you need to know about this Volvo is the fact that you can only get it with 2-litre 4-cylinder engines. So there's a plug-in hybrid, which is expensive, but it's rapid and it's also economical. There's a turbo petrol, which is, well, it's quite quick, but it's a bit thirsty. And then there's the engine in this car, which is the diesel, and it's fairly punchy. The only thing is, it's just a little bit noisy and a bit rough when you rev it. Now, the reason that Volvo's gone for the 4-cylinder engines is that downsizing is aimed to improve the fuel economy. This engine is supposed to do about 48 miles per gallon, but looking at the trick computer, I'm getting 34, which, you know, it's all right, but you're going to get similar economy from something like the 3-litre V6 diesel you get in the Audi Q7, which is faster and smoother and quieter. Another thing to note about this car is the gearbox. The 8-speed auto gearbox, it's pretty good, it's smooth, but when you put your foot down, I'm going to do it now, it pauses, and now we're going. There you go. It's not the most responsive. Then there's the wind and road noise, which is just a touch more noticeable than in some other premium cars. Still, you can always turn up the brilliant stereo to drown it out.
Now then, we come to the car wow 5 annoying things about the Volvo XC90.
If there's someone sat in the passenger seat you can't really get into, the glove box. Nah. The infotainment screen is an absolute magnet for grubby fingerprints. I mean, look at it. Kind of makes you feel like you need a jolly good wash. There's nowhere really secure to hold the load cover when you've got all the seats up. You just have to leave it rolling around there, like that. With the electric seats, you can only move one axis at a time. Look, no, I can't do the back at the same time as sliding back. So, yes, it takes a bit longer than it might do in other cars. Unlike in some other SUVs, the doors don't actually cover the bottom of the sill. So if you've been driving somewhere muddy, it can mean that when you get in and out, you end up getting the backs of your trousers all muddy.
Thankfully, this Volvo has plenty of cool features which make up for all this. Here are the Car Wow top 5 good things about the XC90.
You can get the car with autonomous driving and it'll pretty much drive itself. You don't even have to operate the steering wheel, though you do occasionally have to put your hands back on it so it thinks you're still there behind the wheel, just in case. This car is available with just so much active safety kit. So you get things like lane keeping aid, distance alert, warning if you're getting too close to the car in front. There's a thing called cross traffic alert, which prevents you from reversing out of a parking space into oncoming cars. There's things like blind spot monitoring. You also have roadside recognition. There's active bending lights, which help you see around corners. And as standard, all XC90s get autonomous braking, which can spot other cars, pedestrians, cyclists, and even animals, and at day and at night. Brilliant. I wonder what could be in this rather neat little bag. Well, it actually contains a net. You just unzip it like this, open these bits out, pop that up there, and that up there, and it will stop your dog from running amok inside your lovely Volvo's cabin. Ah! With the surround view cameras, you can look all the way around the car and see how close you are to objects, which should make it a lot easier for you to park. But if you have a problem parking still, you can always use the auto park facility and the car will do the steering for you. A special air filter can trap 70% of fine dust particles. Ah, that's a breath of fresh air. Now if you click up there, you can go to carwow.co.uk for more information and to compare offers on the Volvo XC90. So then what's my verdict on it? Should you avoid it? Should you consider it? Should you shortlist it? Or should you just go right ahead and buy it? Well, I reckon you should shortlist the XC90. It's a bit of a shame you can't get it with 6-cylinder engines, but it's still a very safe, stylish, spacious 7-seater SUV. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and click up there to subscribe to our channel. Down there for my 360-degree passenger drive video, down there for my detailed infotainment video review, and up there for my detailed practicality review on the Volvo XC90. Now, did you spot the Easter egg in this video? It was the band The Cardigans playing on the stereo.